Tartan Army foot soldiers won't get any bang for their Buckfast in the USA, as the infamous tonic wine tipple is banned. Scotland supporters will descend on Boston and Miami both as tens of thousands flock to North America for the national side's first World Cup appearance since 1998. Sign up for the football newsletter. Thank you. Buckfast won't be allowed at the World Cup this year. Credit. Not known. Clear with picture desk. The tonic tipple is a firm favorite of the Tartan ArmyCredit, Alamy. After drinking the pubs dry in Germany during Euro 2024, punters were able to snap up their beloved Buckfast without falling foul of the law. But strict regulations across the pond will make it nearly impossible to source the notorious booze for group stage matches against Haiti, Morocco and Brazil. Allan Sheridan, from Bellshill, Lanarkshire, drove 1,500 miles and brought 50 cases of Buckfast to the Cologne Party Zone last year. And now he's gutted he can't do the same in the summer. The businessman, 31, joked, "Buckfast banned in the USA? That's Scotland officially knocked out the World Cup before it's even started." Both the USA and Canada, who is also a host nation for the tournament and potential location for any Scotland knockout fixtures, have outlawed caffeinated alcoholic drinks. In America, the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic (FDC) Act states that such beverages are deemed an unsafe food additive. When we requested clarity over Bucky from the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, they said, "There is no food additive regulation that permits the addition of caffeine, at any level, to an alcoholic beverage." Based on the information FDA has reviewed, the agency does not consider the use of caffeine in the products listed above to be generally recognized as safe. Most read in football. Buckfast is listed at 15% ABV and contains around 280 milligrams of caffeine in each 750 milliliters bottle, the equivalent of 8 to 9 cans of cola. A U.S. Customs and Border Protection spokesperson confirmed that travelers from the UK can pack 1 liter of alcohol free of charge. While any additional booze could be subject to custom charges and taxes which vary from state to state. In Canada, the Border Services Agency told us that a passenger could bring up to 1.5 liters of wine provided it's for personal use. However, the FDA warns that people in possession of Buckfast risk having it ripped out their hands. The guidance states, "Food that contains an unsafe food additive is deemed adulterated. Adulterated foods are subject to agency enforcement actions, including seizure." One member of the Tartan Army left gutted for his fellow fans is Nobel Prize winner Professor Sir David Macmillan. The University of Princeton scientist, 57, went viral after necking a bottle in Germany, and fears he under surveillance. David, also from Bellshill, quipped, "Now I know that my house is filled with contraband. I bring back a case of it every time I go home." It's funny because there is a guy also called David Macmillan who is a famous Australian smuggler. "I didn't realize I am now an American Bucky smuggler." Allan Sheridan drove 1,500 miles and brought 50 cases of Buckfast to the Cologne Party Zone at the yearCredit, the Scottish Sun. Professor David Macmillan drinks from a bottle of Buckfast credit, not known, clear with picture desk. Tens of thousands of Tartan Army foot soldiers will head to the World Cup this summer. Credit. Getty. But if any of the Tartan Army need to get their hands on some Buckfast, just come down to Princeton because there is always a bottle in my fridge. I think it's mad. If there was ever a time that America needed Bucky, it's now. Everybody knows tonic wine is good for your constitution. I don't think Donald is a big fan of the white goose juice. It's a crime. How can you have Bucky in Octormuch tea but not in Albuquerque? The blow for Tartan Army boozers comes after Buckfast profits soared to a record high of more than £62 million in the last year. The tonic wine's sales rose by 12% as customers continued to enjoy the controversial tipple. J. Chandler and Company, the company that distributes the wine, saw its turnover increase from £55.7 million to £62.4 million. The results come despite the drink being hit by a 44% duty increase imposed on fortified wines in the 2023 budget. The wine, made by monks at Buckfast Abbey in Devon, has consistently been linked to crime in parts of Scotland. But Ian Emerson, editor of the famous Tartan Army magazine, reckons the fans will get on just fine without it. Recommended stories. He said, "I'm sure the Scotland fans in USA and Canada will adapt and source other tipples to help celebrate Scotland winning at the World Cup. Whether it's American 1500 2020 or our traditional national drink whiskey, I just hope they are well stocked up for the invasion." The drink is banned in America. Credit, Alamy.